The top story this evening, US President Donald Trump has kicked off yet another trade war. The US has imposed 25% additional taxes on imports from Canada and Mexico. Chinese imports have been hit with an additional tax of 10%. Canada has already retaliated with its own tariffs on US imports. Mexico and China have also promised to respond in kind. Trump has also threatened to impose tariffs on the European Union next, and the EU has also vowed to retaliate. All this has roiled the stock markets across the world. From Asia to Europe, stocks plunged in trade as investors came to grips with the potential consequences of an all-out trade war. The US dollar surged in trade, sending emerging market currencies into a tizzy. Here's a report on what promises to be another round of a trade war and its potential ramifications for the global economy.
Canada will be responding to the US trade action with 25% tariffs.
Canada and Mexico announced plans on Saturday to tax US goods in retaliation to sweeping new 25% tariffs ordered by US President Donald Trump on imports from their countries.
We subsidize Canada by the tune of about $200 billion a year. And for what? What do we get out of it? We don't get anything out of it. I love the people of Canada. I disagree with the leadership of Canada. And something's going to happen there. Mexico, we've had very good talks with them. And this is retaliatory. This is retaliatory to a certain extent. Millions of people flowed into our country through Mexico and Canada. And we're not going to allow that.
It's a move economists say could lead to a trade war that risks reigniting inflation, with Trump also ordering a 10% tax on products from China. At a news conference, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said his country's tariffs on the US would be similarly far-reaching, including everyday goods and consumer products.
Tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. It will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery store, gas at the pump.
Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum said she's ordered her economy minister to bring in tariff and non-tariff measures to defend her country's interests without giving details.
This measure of 25% tariffs has effects for both countries, but it has very serious effects for the economy of the United States, as it's going to greatly increase the cost of all products that are exported from Mexico to the United States. It's going to have 25% more cost. I also say that if they want to act, they should not set their sights on Mexico, but on their own country, where they have done nothing to stop the illegal sale of fentanyl and other drugs.
The United States is by far Mexico's most important foreign market, while Mexico overtook China in 2023 as the top destination for US exports. In contrast to Canada and Mexico's direct retaliations, China gave a toned-down response on Sunday. The Chinese government denounced Trump's trade action, but left the door open for talks with Washington that could avoid a deepening conflict.